I always think that since I was a teacher back in Chile, and now an instructor at Texas State, but also a professor, in all those years working with students in a different level, I had the opportunity to teach also students in Brazil, and some other places like in Argentina, and the opportunity to see people and talking to students in Vietnam. There was always an issue about why they were interested in geography. Or put it the other way, why geography was important for them and why geography was in the school important. Along all those years, the same thing happened to me. They ended up, no matter what kind of student was, and at the present time, for instance, I am teaching, and I really appreciated the opportunity from my department to have a student from first, second year level students that are coming from high school. So in our department, they select professors that can attract students and learn about geography. And these students are just coming into the university. I am talking about a course in World Regional Geography. And even in these particular cases, they finally understood after so many conversations, doing through practices, lectures, that they don't know anything about the world. And I always use this image about the world. It says, you are on a plane and you touch the window and you try to see through the window and realize that the first thing that you touch is just plastic, but then there's a window, the window that is holding you from outside, different pressure, different temperatures, and you are in a very, very special environment and you don't realize that. Well, that's the problem with you in the earth. You are in a very special environment, and the atmosphere that you have around the earth is thinner than that glass separate the outside from the inside in that airplane. So think about that. And that was always an impact. I created a kind of impact on the students with that image. And so then that was the reaction from different students in different environment, different type of settings. Some of them would say, okay, let's see, but I am more interested in human issues than physical issues. You're talking to me about the environment, temperature, pressure, and the atmosphere. Yeah, that's fine, but for me it's how we deal with normal life in the earth. Some other student will say, well, yeah, you're right. I am more attracted to physical geography, so that's why I am really interested about what you said, and let me think about more and more about perhaps some other issues related to the physical condition of the earth. So, going back to the question, why geography is so important? Because no matter what, this is the only plane or spaceship that you have, and that you are flying in this spaceship that's called Earth, and you need to know about that spaceship. Otherwise, you don't know, you don't care about the spaceship. Well, you cannot go to another planet, not yet. So it's the only choice that you have. Is given to you, and so you have to find a way to use the spaceship the best of your abilities. And here comes different reaction from the students. Some of them are more focused on the issue of how to resolve problems that are already affecting the spaceship in terms of environmental impact. Others are thinking about, well, I am part of this spaceship, as you mentioned, through this symbol, but my problem is not how to prevent issues related to environmental impact, sort of saying environmental impact, but how can I take care of the future in terms of this spaceship? Where is the possibility of finding another way of living in this place, in my local place? Probably I'm going to be, some of the students I remember talked to me and said, probably I'm going to be in this place no matter what for the rest of my life in terms of my place, my country. And I am not a person that will go overseas, even though most of the time I say, in your lifetime, chances are that you have more than 1 or 3 or 4 jobs, positions. And in your lifetime, not my lifetime, in your lifetime in the future, chances are very high that you will be overseas, maybe finding another place to work. So to make things, wrapping things up in terms of this question, geography is important because allow people to really understand where they are and where they are living. There's no other field that gives you that kind of approach, because it's related to where you should live your life and how you will create a certain environment. And that means the physical environment, the human environment, and the economic environment. In general sense, it's about how you can have a quality of life, and that quality of life is related to all the components of geography in general and specifically. And I finish here.